Hello, everyone. Welcome, and everything is fine. Welcome back to Few and Far Between. And we're excited to bring you a brand new tale of adventure in the world of Exandria. My name is Ron Murphy, Dungeon Master, and around the virtual table we have.
Hey everybody, this is Bill. I play Orgoth Skullcrusher.
Everybody, this is Jaiden. I play Laphus.
Hey y'all, this is Jaime. I am back playing North.
Hi guys, I'm Mira and I'm playing Voka.
Make sure I've got because we had so many puppets going up over the last 2 weeks. Sometimes I think one point I forgot to take a puppet down for a battle screen last week, so I think Voka's puppet was up for that. But we're all here, all five of us, ready to go, and we're going to deal with some situations that have been going on. We didn't plan it that way. I mean, because sometimes when somebody's missing, we have to kind of like play around with the story, but this is just happening. Like it just happened. So,
Mistakes were made.
Mistakes were made. In any case, if anything we need to talk about before we, just so you know, again, Twitch is doing the weird thing where you can only have something like 100 hours of content in your back file. So all of our content, if you want to catch up on other shows, past performances, past shows, go to our YouTube channel, subscribe there, and we always put out the video for the show the week after it airs. So all of our past episodes are there, so you can always catch up there. Is everyone ready?
My first note says big uh-oh time, so.
Uh-oh.
SpaghettiOs.
I mean, my last note from last week says I have 1 level of exhaustion, so.
Yeah, technically you haven't rested. Yeah, nobody's rested yet.
I have!
You have. You
I
have.
have.
Lapis
I
has. Well, the trance thing is kind of easy peasy, so. Anyway, if everyone is ready, let's begin today's episode of Few and Far Between, episode 118, Consequences. Last time, Orgoth met with an ancient drow woman named Argenta, who is the caretaker of a shrine to Elistre. Argenta told Orgoth that he looked like a man she once knew named Kalinloch Vroon, and that together they had stolen a holy relic, a breastplate that was said to be the key to bringing Lolth back to Exandria, a breastplate that looked very much like the one Orgoth was wearing. Their meeting was rudely interrupted by Zalazo and a familiar-looking orcish mage from the Cerberus Assembly named Korgal. The Zalazo attempted to detain Orgoth for questioning, but with Voka's help, you managed to stall them a bit. Korgal confronted you, however, threatening to cast a sending to his mysterious boss back in Rexentrum. Before the mage could get the complete message away, Orgoth beat up Korgal and fled into the night with Voka. Meanwhile, Lapus's respite in the stables was interrupted by Zalazo searching the stables for Orgoth. Lapus agreed to go with Zalazo in order to give an accounting of events. Orgoth and Voka fled to the Mother's Lighthouse, where they were spotted by an assembly mage in flight over the bay. The mage attempted to engage you in combat, but a 6th level blast of holy energy sent the wizard into retreat. Lapis, as you waited for the guard captain to return, Korgal, bruised and battered from Orgoth's attack, entered the room to confront you. And you see Korgal comes in, this orc mage wearing assembly robes, and you can just see vomit down his robes, where he like got sick. He looks. I would like you to make a medicine check, actually. Oh, I need to put the chat out. Give me a second.
Medicine. That's only a 12.
A 12. He's not looking too hot. Let's just put it that.
He's looking like shit.
Yeah.
And Lapis absolutely just looks at him up and down and goes, "Wow, you look worse than when we last beat the shit out of you."
What are the 4 of you doing here, so close to the Empire?
We were literally just walking through. And honestly, it's none of your business what we're doing. We're adventurers. What do? Adventure.
He just kind of rolls his eyes. You notice that he left the door open, and you see 3 guards who are there, just kind of hanging out, really kind of unsure, like why he decided to pull rank and go inside of here. He says, "Because of you, I've been assigned to this shithole town." And you see the guards behind go, "Ooh."
Wow,
And
just me. What about the rest? I feel like they should also get like a little bit of recognition.
"Where's your friend? We're looking
Which
for Orgoth."
one, not my friend. Two, I'm not his keeper. Why is he the one who did this to you?
He looks down, he like kind of jumps, cast prestidigitation on himself, and the um, vomit goes away, and he clean robes now, and he says, "Listen, you." He's like, "Oh, just, I'm in no condition. I would drag you before Ravana right now if I could."
Well, I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. What did you say?
Ravana. You know who Ravana is.
Oh no, you said listen, and then I just stopped listening.
Listen to me, you bitch.
Ooh, tough words.
It says, Ravana knows who you really are.
Ooh,
It would be a
scary.
shame if your companions knew of who you really were, what you truly are, not just a simple dragon elf.
Hmm. Well, regardless, I mean, if they find out, they'll find out eventually. But as for you though, I mean, what are they really going to believe you?
Ravana, she believes me. I know she believes
Who
me.
cares who cares about what she believes? I'm talking about my companions.
Just saying that you are alone in this world, Lapis Prismawing, if that is even your real name.
Oh, I'm not alone. Believe me, I am not alone. And I mean, if you're looking for Orgoth, I don't know where he is like at all, but I'm assuming he's in trouble because of him beating you up. I'm sorry, the prestidigitation cleaned your robes, but it doesn't clean that vomit smell out of your mouth.
Also, he's like got bruises all over. It looks like he has a lot of bruises all over his face, and like he got the shit probably punched out of him. And you can probably put 2 and 2 together and know that Orgoth probably punched him a couple of times. So
Especially because he wanted to find out where he was.
yeah,
And the last time she saw Korgel, he was fine.
yeah, he was fine. Um, he says, "You belong in the past, Lapis Prismawing, a product of campaigns fought long ago. Ravana will literally dismantle you, piece by piece, taking your power. And after she is done with you, she will send your head back to Rakan."
Oh, I'm sure. I'm absolutely sure. And even though I'm supposed to be in the past, you really have no future.
If you set foot in the Empire, the entirety of the Assembly will be, assembled against you.
You really you want to turn around and then turn right and look back at me and go through that again?
He just says,
Look, is Orgoth in trouble? Just tell me that. Who cares about me? What about Orgoth? Is he in trouble?
he assaulted a member of.
How much is bail?
He's not arrested yet, he hasn't been caught.
Yeah, but I'm sure once he does, he's gonna have bail, right? What is it?
I don't know. And you hear one of the guards in the back say, "For a simple assault, it's probably about 100 gold."
That's it? Oh, all right. And she reaches into her pocket, into her bag, puts down 100 gold, and then puts down another 50 and just goes, keep the change. I mean, it's worth, oh, this gold is so much more than what you're worth, but, you know.
He takes the gold. Watch your back, Prismawing. And just leaves. Shuts the door.
She gets up, pokes her head out. So I just paid that guy 150 gold. Does that mean that Orgoth is now off the hook?
We have to find him first and determine if he's committed any other crimes, the guard says.
Well, so if he stole, and she puts in quotations, stole, that guy is what? How much gold? 2, 3 at most?
The person who, the short sailor, what was his name? His name was what?
Tyler Kyle.
Kyle is Kyle.
Terry Kyle.
Terry
Tyler
Kyle.
Oh.
Terry
And
Kyle
the taller
says
one was Terry.
Terry and
Terry
Terry Kyle. Terry says the sailor told us that 500 gold pieces were stolen from him.
500? And you actually believed him?
We only have the word of what was said. If we catch Orgoth and there's 500 gold pieces on him from
Well,
the
I'm just letting you
domination
know.
of the Nicodranus, we need evidence, and you are.
Yeah, but okay, so you need evidence. But did you know how much gold we started with when we came here? I myself have more than 1,000. And that's just me. And we've been splitting our gold. So imagine how much he has. I don't actually know how much he has. He spends it on random shit. But
But he might have a possession that belonged to the sailor. That's what I'm saying. We need to find. He can prove his innocence if he just turns himself in.
okay, but here's the thing. You're use your I'm sorry to say this. I'm not really sorry, but I have to say that. Can you use your brain for a little bit and just look at the ledgers of how much that guy was getting paid? I'm sure you can do that. And
We
you would see that I highly doubt that at that moment he had 500 gold.
Sorry, I just saw what Bill posted in the chat.
Let me look.
That's funny.
A little more than 500.
Well, yeah. He says
Done it like 20 times.
we
I
can
mean,
we
I'm just
can
saying,
check, but he
I'm just saying if you look at that ledger, and then you'll see if he actually had 500 gold. And if he didn't and he has less than that, I'll fucking pay out of my own pocket.
fine. Just if you can get Orgoth to turn himself in so we can question
Okay, but
him.
why though? Why?
Other crimes may have been committed. We have to
What other crimes?
We don't know. We have to catch him
Then,
first.
so you are basing all of these accusations. So, hey, this random guy, I don't know, flash somebody. Are you gonna say it was probably Orgoth because he
We have a
probably
report from
committed
another
one.
mage that Orgoth cast a guiding bolt spell, blowing a
Orgoth-
mage.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there. Orgoth does not
Consequences.
do magic. I'm just letting you know now. The most he can do is like a sticky web at your feet.
That's gross, but
Yeah. So imagine a guy who just shoots out a white sticky substance at your face. Compare that to a magical radiant bolt of light.
we only
You
have.
can see how one
Yes, we
goes.
only have your word for this, though. If we have
And
you
you
all in the
only
same
have-
room, we could talk to
and
you
y-
and get
and
this.
you only have the word of a random sailor who, let's be honest, he probably smelled like alcohol.
He was a drunk.
Exactly. And what do drunks like to do? Embellish. talking out of their ass.
Lapis, make a persuasion check for me. And this is not the captain who spoke to you earlier with the side.
No, this is a random
just
person.
a random, yeah, just a random person.
Persuasion.
Yeah.
That's 19.
I heard that bunching them works really well.
He says, I will take your words to the captain. And
Please
he
do.
will...
I will remain here so he can talk to me directly. I'm just letting you know now. What I know about Orgoth, what I know about my companions, is nothing like what you're describing. Especially not the bolt of whatever light.
He nods, closes the door. Lapis, as the door shuts, you think over to, your right. You feel a little mote of magical energy just suddenly wink out.
She's gonna look over at the corner and just goes, are you really fucking listening to this conversation?
And silence. No one responds.
She's gonna flip that corner off
Mm-hmm.
and then just calmly sit back and just relax. And in her mind, she's going to message Orgoth
Okay.
and just tell him, paid your bail. You should be fine. They think you do magic, like hardcore magic. The fuck is that? And that's it.
Wouldn't
Cutting
Wouldn't
over
there-
to... We'll catch up to that moment.
So yeah, I was gonna say.
Okay. North,
Yes.
you're at the Withered Bird Inn, and you
Yes.
looking out the window, and you saw that burst of light go off and over the bay, and you saw it hit a mage flying through the air, and the mage flying off, fleeing for his life.
I'm gonna turn over to the two guards that were in the
Can I-
room and go, wow, you guys should go check that out.
Yes.
I was gonna say it has a very, because Voka's magic looks very distinct. It has those streamers of red, blue, and gold flying off of it.
You know for sure this is Voka's magic, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, viewers, the one shot, we recorded a little one shot with Jaime, and that will be on the Patreon as soon as I get it edited and up and everything. So a little short, what happened. But that's where
Short
we
and
ended
sweet.
with Jaime. So with North, what are you going to do from there?
Well, I'm gonna wait for the guards to walk out
Okay, they do.
because I'm done with
they
them. I
they
told
run
them.
they run out because something's happening. Like there's a magic battle happening at the docks, so at the lighthouse.
I'm gonna take my group chat stone
Okay.
and message Orgoth like, there's what the fuck is going on down there? I can see you from the inn. I mean, I see Voka's stuff, but what the fuck did you do?
You get that message first, because Lapus's message will be a little bit, maybe about 15 minutes later.
Bill, you're
You're muted.
You're muted.
I was being polite. Orgoth looks over at Voka and he grabs the stone and says, North with Voka had to stop Korgol. Bad stuff with Cerberus Assembly. Got accused of crimes I didn't do. Voka looks like me. Big boom.
And you look over and he's himself again. I'm sorry.
Okay, so it's the middle of the night, right?
It's late in the morning. It's probably about 5 a.m.
Okay, so I guess I'm gonna go downstairs.
Okay.
Cargill is in the city. This is the first time I hear that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't even know where they were.
Nope.
I'm gonna message Laphus. What the fuck happened?
Okay. Now we're getting some time.
Going to the past.
Twist,
Yeah.
wibbly wobbly, timey wimey. Voka Orgoth, what do you do after you get that message?
Okay, look, so, North, I think must have seen your spell, because they just messaged me and asked what was happening, and I think he would have said it out loud because he still doesn't always remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
to say
Totally.
It out loud,
Yes.
so.
Yes.
But you heard what I said. But we've got to get out of here. I think. But look, you've got to get out of here, Boca. You've got to. I don't know. Stuff's going really bad. I realize that I probably maybe shouldn't have hit Korgal. Maybe I don't know. But I had to stop him. But I don't want you to get in trouble because you've got to save your sister. So you need to go. You should go, and then I'll stay here and turn myself in, and I'll fix it, and then I'll catch up with you on the road.
You're failing to mention that I also messed up, and I'm not leaving you here.
But they don't know it's you. You either look like the lady with the red hair, or you look like me, or like you. And you have a lot of faces that you can use to get out of the city. So you should connect back up with North and get Lapus. I guess. I think
Question.
Lapus is in the stables. And
Question.
then, like, you should get out of here.
Which are you having this conversation in front of the lighthouse, or are you moving?
No, we haven't moved from like this balcony area.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. You hear whistles coming from several directions, like they seem to be converging on the lighthouse from different directions.
I'm not leaving you here, Orgoth.
Well, but you can't get caught. Like, turn into a clown bird and get out of here, or whatever it is you can do. I'm not really sure, but I'll be fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
I can turn you into any animal if you let me, and I can change. We can both get out of here. I don't need to leave you here.
Oh God, the animal thing again. Okay. Okay. Can we be flying animals?
And then Lapus's message comes through.
Paid
Okay.
your bail.
Oh, wait, hang on, wait. Lapus just sent me a message saying that that she paid my bail and that everything should be fine.
Those footsteps are still rather scary sounding.
They're still far away. It's more whistles. It's like,
And the whistles.
yeah.
Orgoth doesn't know if he can message back, but usually he can. So he's gonna try to
Yeah, he
message
can.
Lapus
Yeah, I
back.
think so. Yeah, because because basically the item is you cast the spell, and when you cast the spell, you always get a response back. So yes.
Right. He's used to that by now, so he's he better be level whatever we are. So he says, thank you. Lots of constables coming. I'm with Voka. Knocked Korgal out. He says new boss is Ravana. Was calling her. Stopped him. Where are you?
All right, so I'm guessing after she flips off the magical whatever was in the corner, that's when
Yeah.
Orgoth finally responds.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Okay. And how many charges does the Sending Stone have?
3.
3? Okay.
3. Yes.
And that was
Yeah,
also
each one can send.
3.
Yeah, each one can send 3 times. And you can either do it where like the 3 individuals, or you can send one to the other 3
At the same
stones,
time.
and it uses all the charges. It's just the way it works.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
individually, you can send 3.
Okay, so do I get the North message now?
Yes, you do. Yes.
All right. So North just hears, I paid Orgoth's bail. shit happened, don't know what really. And then just goes, hopefully things are fine. Not sure. And yeah, I think that's it. Just hopefully things are fine, not sure. Being questioned right now.
Okay, hearing that, North would probably like catch a guard, something like ask where to go and start going.
Who are you? Specifically, what are you asking?
There's a bunch of whistles. If a
Yeah,
guard
you
just
can
like
find
runs
you can
past,
find a
it's gonna be
guard.
like,
Yeah, you can
hey.
find a Zalazo easily. What do you ask them when you catch somebody? Are you following? What are you doing?
I'm not following necessarily, but I'm gonna give them a description of Lapus looking for her.
Yes, she was the captain of the Zalazo is questioning her at the west gate.
Direction.
The western gate.
Cool. Thanks. I'm gonna haul ass.
Okay.
Especially if Cargill's there, I want to see his shitty face.
Okay.
And then after that, then she's going to message back to Orgoth and just say, I think we should get out of here as fast as possible, but you should be fine. Is North with you guys? What's the situation?
North isn't with us. Voka was with North. But North was busy. Wait, is the thing? No, but you were busy, right?
Unresponsive is the word.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
He'll
yeah.
say. Well, so he'll say unresponsive then. Unresponsive. We're at Lighthouse. I'll talk to the guards. Where should we meet you?
And with her last sending message, she's just going to say, I'm getting questioned at the tower. Should be out soon. Let's just all meet at the stables. Why not? We're gonna leave anyway.
And Orgoth will reply and says, "Okay, meet you at the stables. I'll pay you back for my bail then. We'll try to find North." And that's all I have to say.
Voka, make a perception check.
Wait, what's my perception? 50.
While Orgoth is sending messages back and forth, you hear footsteps on the stairs coming up the lighthouse.
You see while you're sending this message, you hear like a pat on your arm being like, Orgoth?
Yeah. Lapuses were all good. Like we should we're gonna leave. I don't know if we want to like flee surreptitiously, but she says my fine is paid.
Well, there's someone coming up the stairs.
And now you hear the
So-
steps.
You might want to make that decision now.
It sounds about like maybe like 4 to 5 people running up the stairs.
So one mage get downed in 4 bunches.
You're currently on a
boy.
balcony that's overlooking the like there's water below. You don't know how deep the water is. It could be like shallow. And kind of like a balcony that's about maybe 30 or 40 feet up in the air, overlooking. There's like vines growing up out of the stones, and the stairs continue up around the lighthouse.
you see him take some of those long balloons out of his bag of holdings. I have the holy, the holy thing I can summon, but it's rather large and draws a lot of attention.
No, make me a pet. Make me your pet. Make me your pet. You took your pet out for a walk. Make me a pet. Oh god.
Oh,
God,
no.
Oh gods. Oh gods.
Orgoth turns into like a bulldog because
What's
he has like the tusks and a little snout. Like he could have like a nice underbite.
Hi, thank you.
Okay, but like just a pit bull like with the silly happy face.
No, wait. I got it. What's a frog?
A frog.
A frog.
I'm just taking my
bullfrog or
frog
just a
out for a
frog
walk.
frog?
No, desert rain frog.
Right? Like,
The ones with the butts. The ones with the butts.
Yes.
Okay. Do you willingly fail this saving throw?
Yeah. Yes.
They're
Yes.
a docile frog breed who don't think much of anything.
And suddenly, like, it's just like, river.
Back.
And
Rabbit.
and Voka is gonna like book it up the stairs, and he's gonna turn, he's gonna take the form of his basic basic guy John Farby,
John Farby. Okay.
and he's gonna make his way to the next landing, like he's gonna make his way to this next landing, and he's gonna pretend that he doesn't know what's going on.
Okay. The next landing is the little balcony that's outside the wooden door. This is as far as you can go up on the outside of the lighthouse. And you've been this far.
Yeah.
You've been inside. So you're just kind of like there at the door. And
He's gonna wistfully look out into the night. I
Okay.
don't know what's going on. I'm just here to watch the stars with my pet frog.
okay. You hear voices. And you hear the sounds of the people coming up appear to be wearing heavier armor than the Zlazo. Usually they're like light leathers. But you hear like chink, chink, like, and you say, continue up the stairs. We'll watch out here. Maybe they jumped. That water is very shallow down there. What was that?
and Voka's just gonna like he's sitting there, he's just just me and my pet frog out for a night that you watch.
You see a single man up the stairs holding a short sword, and he's wearing plate mail. And it looks like you wouldn't know this, but this is the Crown's Guard. This is an Imperial contingent.
I don't know if Voka would know that.
Yeah,
but
I don't think Voka would know that, but he's
I think
definitely
he
not
just-
the guards you've been seeing running around.
he sees heavy armor and the fact that they have their sword out, and he feels like he made the right decision here.
Yeah. They sent out the big guns because it looked like somebody was using some heavy duty firepower at the lighthouse. So
That's fair,
Yeah.
actually.
and he comes up and looks at you and says, "Did you see what happened on the balcony below?
No,
Who are you?"
My name is. He like does that thing where he looks around like objects, and he sees and he sees like a bathroom in the distance. John, and he looks up in the distance far, and he looks
You
looks
look over at the
down.
bay. You look at the bay.
The bay, far bay. See, John. My name's John Farby. And I'm just here with my pet frog. And I look down at and there's like a robot, and there's an oar. And he stops
Maybe.
himself. No, his name is-
Oh my god.
just oar, like a boat.
Did you see that lightning storm? Not lightning storm. Did you see those lights that happened over the bay just now?
I thought there was a celebration of sorts.
They were not fireworks. That's 2 towns away. Though
My bad.
Someone assaulted a mage of the Empire.
Oh my,
And we
that's awful.
casting some sort of radiant spell. And we are looking for the culprit.
You know, I'm not really a fan of that radiant magic. I hate it.
When should I make you do the deception roll?
I don't know.
I
At
feel
any
like
point-
right now.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh good. What's my deception is actually pretty high. +7. 22.
Okay. 22. And the man kind of nods and says, well, come with me.
I mean, I'm just looking out into the bay with my pet frog. I don't know why I need to come with you. I'm just a random citizen.
You saw something. Maybe you can identify the culprits.
I didn't. I just saw the ray of light. That's everything I know. I'm just out here looking at the bay with my pet frog.
How long have you been here?
Like maybe for the past 3 hours. I've had a lot to think about. My girlfriend broke. Yeah, my girlfriend broke up with me, and she just kind of ghosted me. I've been feeling kind of off about it, so I thought I'd spend some, valuable time up here on the balcony with my pet frog.
And that's going to be another deception roll.
Yeah.
And Frogoth is gonna
Frogoth.
do the thing with the tongue and and try to get a fly off of that's near the guard that's talking with the.
Do the little rain, do the desert frogs have tongues like that? Like, I thought they just
Yeah, they just have a little.
yeah, they have
then he
tiny
won't do that.
tongues.
Oh, then he'll just be like,
They're adorable.
They are. They make little squeaks.
There we go. I got a 19, by the way.
19. Okay. He says, so you didn't see who cast this spell?
No, I've been too worried about my ex-girlfriend. Oh God, Jane, why did you leave me?
Jane.
Jane Doe.
John and Jane.
All
He-
those years, why did you just end it? He's gonna fake cry.
the
Down.
the guard looks the crown's guard looks very uncomfortable. But behind
Understandable.
you the door opens. And you see Arvarin, the lighthouse keeper, the follower of the Wild Mother, open the door holding a candle, a lit candle. She's in a sheer nightgown, just kind of like flowing white. It's very nicely made with green leaves stitched all through it, and opens the door and says, "Can I help you? This is quite unusual, and you did awaken me and my cat." The guard is like, we're did you see the explosion, the spell being cast outside of the lighthouse? I said I was asleep, she says. Who are you? She says to you, Voka.
Wait, what's her name again? I have it written down my notes. Give me a second.
Arvarin Lara.
Arvarin. She does. He says this with familiarity. He says, "Mama Arvel."
Arvarin.
Mama Arvarin, I came to visit you late at night because I've been broken up with, and I just missed you so much.
I'd like you to make a persuasion roll, because were you
his
in
eyes-
Voka form when you talked to her?
Yeah, but his eyes are wide. He's like doing the thing with his eyes where he's like,
yeah.
help.
One of those winks that you don't wink for.
"Oh, I have a +7 to persuasion. Hell yeah." 19.
19. Arvarin gets your meaning, but still is very confused and says, yes, would you like to come in for some tea?
Yes, I love tea so much, especially the loose leaf kind that makes images in my cup.
What images have you been seeing in your cup? And the guard is like, what?
Do you not know anything of oracle or anything like the tea leaf reading? I came up here to get one about my ex-girlfriend before I realized it was 5 a.m.
She she looks very confused, but says, all are safe within the bounds of Mother's arms. Please come in. And motions for you to come in.
And he hops in.
And the guard is like, we should be waiting down below. And walks down the stairs. And she closes the door and looks at you.
And he's gonna set Orgoth on the ground. He's gonna release a spell.
Orgoth pops up.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. That's never gonna.
I'm
That's
sorry.
Never gonna feel right.
It's not.
I picked it. I said, that was.
You see, like Voka in this form like turns to like Orgoth and like turns back to her, and you see him like cover his face and reconfigure it, and he like wipes down. He's himself again.
Got it. What in Melora's name is going on here?
So I may have gotten into a little bit of trouble. It was an accident. It was an accident. And I don't want to get arrested.
Anyone in danger?
I don't think so, but I mean, I thought I was in danger because Orgoth, how sentient were you in there?
I mean, I heard what you were saying. I don't know. Sure. Kinda, sorta. I couldn't really do anything about it.
They came up in really scary plate mail with their swords drawn, and I know it's because they perceived us as a threat, but like the simple hello would have done. But
Crown's Guard is no laughing matter. There are a few, not platoons. What's a smaller unit? A smaller unit of. Oh God, what's it called? Squad.
Yes.
There are one or two squads of Crown's Guard here, with the Cerberus Assembly that are in town. They, Cerberus Assembly apparently are having a meeting with Yusa at the Tides Peak Tower. She looks at you like you don't like these names probably don't mean anything to you.
No, he's just like bouncing off him like, yes. And allegedly we are in trouble with them. Apparently he gestures over to Orgoth. His bail has been paid. But it would be great if they didn't send scary people after to get him. Yeah, he's not that scary if you don't make him mad.
She looks over to you. See before you a do you remember what? I think she's an elf. She's an elf, right? She's an elf.
I think so.
Yeah. This elven woman, blonde hair, in a nightgown. She puts down the candle, and she just looks over at you, Orgoth, and says, "Start from the beginning. I'm very confused."
Okay. And he'll give the like condensed or very Orgoth, narrative version of what's happened. Basically says he was spending some time with Argenta at the at Ellistree Temple, and the constables showed up and made all these accusations, and then this mage tried to like cast a spell on him, and so he had to knock the mage out, and then Voka and I got out of there, and we ended up here. And
when you mentioned Argenta, she says, "Argenta, lovely, lovely woman. I get all my tea from her."
Oh yeah, she made me some really nice tea too. It was really good, but I don't know. I think it was all one big giant misunderstanding. But the police state here is very intimidating. I mean, they came in and we're all about like we're going to take you in for questioning, and
Well, everyone here is on edge because a lot of people from very important families in the town, they are dying from some sort of affliction with something bursting out of their chest. There's been 5 deaths so far. A 6th I've possibly heard someone talking about.
Oh, I tried to save that guy. Yeah, it didn't work out. By the way, Orgoth, this is the lady I had tea with. A lot of tea is going
Oh.
around today.
Yeah. There's a lot of spilling. We spilled some tea. I will admit when I was talking with Argenta because things got a little excited. But really, we just want to get to the stables so we could meet our traveling companions and then and leave. Because I know that we don't have any time for, though tempting as they may sound, side quests to help people. So we have to get going. But I really don't want to.
This is probably why the entire Zalazo and Crownsguard are up in arms. They think this is related, of course.
Well, maybe we should we just go to this to wherever it is the Zalazos are, like the central place, and then just answer their questions. And I mean, Lapis said she paid my fine, so it should be okay.
There is a guard post. There's a central location. Let me look at it real quick. Let me find out.
Is there a place like what? Did Lapis tell Orgoth that she was at the tower, or was that to North?
Yeah, there's the tower.
It's a tower that's
north,
close
right.
to the city wall, western gate, is what. I don't know if I said that to.
Okay.
If that was mentioned to North.
That
I'm
was
just
mentioned to
imagining
North, not to
inside of the sending, like the party line sending stone, there's this little like gremlin guy who's just got this like switchboard, and he's just like plugging things in and out, and he's just like, "What's going on tonight? I'm so
telephone
confused."
operator. Like,
Yeah. In not the Restless Worth, not the Open Key. In the Opal Archways district, there is a fort, a keep, where Zalazo stay, and a lot of the captains stay. The Crownsguard are stationed there as well.
Huh.
But there's
Okay.
also guard stations along each of the gates, western and northern. Would you like some tea? It is morning. I have a good morning book.
No, I mean we should get to the stables and meet up with Lapis, and then hopefully North gets there, and then we just leave. I guess. But do we have to get past any other people? I mean, I'm pretty noticeable, and I don't know if I can do the frog thing again. That was.
Let me see if I have anything else. One moment.
Well, how far away are the stables from here?
If you look at the map,
Well, they are much farther than portable hold distance, I'll tell you that, and I'm not doing that again. I'm rather tired right now.
as the crow flies, about a mile.
Oh yeah. 10-minute mile? You can't do that. Voka.
No! I mean, I get it.
Okay, as you're
Good.
contemplating what to do next, and you hear the guards talking on the balcony below, outside balcony, you hear them complaining about, looks like a morning rain is coming in, and you can kind of hear the sound of raindrops on the windows of the lighthouse. North, the rain starts to kind of, as you're approaching the western gate.
oh
And
God.
you see a
Thanks.
rather alarming amount of Zalazo.
Huh. Morning, gents, ladies, and people of other persuasions.
Yes. Can we help you? And you see
I
one of the
was-
guards who like talked to you
Hey,
earlier. It's like waves.
how you doing?
Yes, we've talked to her. We've cleared him. They are No problem. We got enough witnesses at the Withering Bird that they're completely fine. Um,
I hear that you've been holding one of my compatriots.
just they're not being held. It's more just that they're being questioned for to
How long have they been held?
about 15 minutes, 20 minutes, perhaps. Not very long. Probably more like 45 at this point. Yeah, but
May I see
of
her?
of course, of course. You go over to this tower. He leads you over to this tower, and you see Korgal leaning outside the door, actually kind of like maybe like 10 feet away around the, like how the tower curves, like she's kind of leaning against the wall.
Oh, hey, shit for brains, and I'm gonna knock at the door.
Okay, Lapis, you hear a knock at the door.
Hi, it's me.
She doesn't even know why who would the heck would be knocking here, but the moment she hears North's like voice, she's gonna open the door and just goes, "Oh hey, what's up?"
Oh, this fucker's still here.
Oh yeah, I know. I already
Yeah.
spoke to him.
So, what's going on?
Something Orgoth stealing, maybe, I don't know. He beat up Cargol, but I paid bail for him.
Okay, yeah, I mean,
So
sure.
Orgoth should be fine.
We should, and if we need anything more, like I can pitch in as well. Stealing though, yeah, people questioned me about this as well. He wouldn't hurt a fly.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I
Okay.
thought was very weird.
Yeah, no.
And then they said that he was like
Also,
blowing out.
I'm sorry, we're fucking rich. Why would he steal from a guy that like sailors don't make that much money?
Oh, I told him to look at like the pay ledgers because the guide said it was 500 gold.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he didn't. He did
This
not.
guy's whole life is not worth 500 gold.
Exactly. Exactly. But yeah, I told him to look at the ledgers because I'm pretty sure that he didn't even have like 10 gold in his pocket. But yeah, just I think we should just head to the stables, honestly.
Honestly, yeah, we should just start.
Let's just get out of here.
Did you have any contact with Orgoth Voka?
Yeah, I told him. I told him where to meet up.
Okay. Well then, why are we waiting here?
Oh, just seeing if about the whole ledger thing, but I'm pretty sure
Oh,
that
yeah.
they got it.
Actually, I might have some questions to ask. Have you met the captain or something? I don't know.
Oh
if I
yeah,
can
that's who was questioning me at the for a moment.
Cool. I might have some questions for them. Or any guard, honestly. Just trying to make sure. Maybe
You have a whole
gonna-
selection of them outside the tower.
Yeah, they're literally right outside the door.
Who has like an insignia? Like any like
You
rank?
see,
Doesn't have to be captain. Can be a bit lower, but
you do see a sergeant who's kind of in charge of the rank and file, but also next door you see a window that's been opened. Normally it's like shuttered, and it's like they're letting some air in, and the you see a guard Slaza with a red cape over his left shoulder.
in there.
Yeah, in there he's talking with some other people. He's actually talking with what looks to be a Cerberus Assembly mage who looks burned,
Oh,
and
cool.
that's maybe at 1 hit point if I recall right. So
Mhm.
I'm gonna just like get one of my little notebooks out, just make sure that my stole is very visible,
yeah.
and lean into the window. Oh, Captain.
Yes.
Oh,
Can I help
Captain, my Captain.
you?
When you have a minute, the Cobalt Soul will like a little word with you.
Oh, yes. And he comes over. What
Just a
can
few
I do for the
questions.
Cobalt Soul?
Oh, this. I'm gonna look over his shoulder at the other guy.
And the captain kind of like waves him away, and there's a salute, and the guy goes away.
See, it's come to my attention that there's been some issues with tadpoles popping out of people's chests.
We did not know what that's what they were called, but currently, and he actually pulls out some papers and like a notebook.
Yeah,
And
I did answer to the fact that I was the one who shot it. Like, if the guard
yes,
made his
yes,
report,
we have
I
that.
was the one.
We do have that. We have a witness who
Yes.
saw that happen in killing
Indeed.
the tadpole. We did not know they were slawed and that they were very powerful
Yes, it's kind
creatures
of a
from
problem.
another
I am
plane.
just wondering, when did this start?
This happened about a month ago.
And when did the assembly come into town?
The assembly's always been here. It's been maybe
This
3 or 4
current-
years, but there's
Okay,
been
but
more
this
in the past
current-
month or so.
I'm sorry, this past month?
Yes, there are more
The
assembly
current one
members.
that is attached?
Apparently, there was like several that came in that were assigned here as a punishment. From what I
Yeah,
understand.
see, they actually tried to pull a little power move in Marquette, and
Oh, you know them.
yes.
And he kind of
So his-
come in. And he closes the windows.
I'm popping in through the window.
Make a persuasion roll. Just like he kind of like, I think this is going to go well, but yeah.
Ron, I'm gonna use my birthday nat 20
Okay.
because I rolled a 2.
Oh my God. Okay.
And it would have been a 9, so no.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Fuck that
He
noise.
says, these are the names of the nobles that we have died from a. We have not been able to catch whatever the tadpole is what you called it, coming out of the chest of the things, but they all found like gaping holes. It's Lord Alexander Blackthorn, Sebastian Ravenswood, Tiberius Ravenshade, Caius Fairfax, and Benedict Whitewood.
I don't know any of these people, and honestly, we're just passing through town. However, I have heard from, well, a guard that did interrogate me that it has been happening for a bit.
Yes.
Weird enough that it coincides with the arrival of these people, and I don't know if it's just a coincidence, but I would just really. These people were in Marquette and have failed at whatever mission they had. And if they were sent here as punishment, maybe they are looking for a way to assert some power. I know that the Crown's Guard's been here for years, and that they have a very good relationship with at least one of the current heads of the city.
And just between you and me, the Marquis has a
I know.
relative.
I'm aware. Yes. Are you not afraid for your sovereignty?
We try to keep the peace as best we can, considering also that the Cerberus Assembly are here to have a meeting with what's his name?
Yusa?
Yusa. Have a meeting with Yusa in the open
Well,
key.
I hope that they will not be sent only them and the Crown's Guard in there, and that some actual Zlazo would be present as well.
We really don't have that much authority over Tidespeak.
And they do.
They are having a meeting. That's all I'm aware of.
I'll do try to keep an eye on. I don't know. Someone could try to pull something weird. That's all I'm saying.
Apparently, Yusa is a powerful enough mage that he could just
Yes.
blast them
yes.
all to the abyss as far as, you know, in a moment's notice.
Would suck if an incident would be to happen. Would probably give them a reason to declare war. Or give the Marquis a reason to declare war. So
I
you
don't-
know.
Well, the Marquis is more likely to.
To sell Nicodranus to his relative?
The Marquis is more likely to. He's more concerned with what Yusa could do. The open key is pretty much an independent area of Nicodranus.
Don't say I didn't warn you then, if something weird happens.
Again, we're just trying to keep the peace.
It's been kind of hard with these things popping out of everyone's chest, hasn't it?
It has been. People are
A
scared.
month, you say?
A month. We have a
Weird
couple of
influence
leads,
hedge.
but with a natural 20, he's going to tell you his leads. All 5 nobles were seen in the red light district in the Opal in the Archways district.
This is not my job. I'm just saying maybe you should keep a tighter eye on these people. They've tried to pull a fast one on their excellency. They did not like it.
The captain says,
So with this, I don't know how we should trust their word.
I do not trust the assembly. They are after certain things that I am not privy to.
Mm-hmm.
And I am just here to do a job.
Careful out there, Captain.
He nods. Tell
Because honestly,
your
they're
friend.
just a bunch of fucking liars, and I'm just gonna walk out.
Tell your friend Laphus that she is free to go.
Yes, speaking of which, we're waiting for 2 other members of our crew. We would absolutely love safe passage outside of the city.
He says, we have received bail from the assault on the Cerberus Assembly member Korgal. But apparently he was seen, 2 of them, perhaps a mirror image spell, attacking a Cerberus Assembly mage flying over the bay, who was grievously injured. And you look out and you see the guy being tended to by a cleric outside. Like you saw him
How much for the
walking
bail on that?
in. This was a magical assault, so it's 500 for bail.
I'm gonna pull 500 and slap it on the table. I don't even know if he did it. But honestly, I just want to get out of the city and do my fucking job, Captain.
He nods and takes it and says, "Don't."
And if he hasn't, well, consider it a donation to the city.
He says, "Just be careful. There's some strange things happening here in the city, and between deaths and the Cerberus Assembly in this meeting, and the Marquis bringing in more Crown's Guard. Something's happening."
Yes, more Crown's Guard. That's so weird. I'm gonna walk out.
Okay.
And I'm gonna pull my last charge for the sending stone.
Okay.
Well, whoever fucking shot a Cerberus Assembly mage over the bay.
Who are you
The
sending it
fucking
to?
fine has been paid. You owe me 500. Meet me at the stables.
Who do you send it to?
I have 1 charge, so I guess Orgoth is still out there, so
Okay.
I'm sending it to Orgoth.
Okay. Back to Orgoth and Voka.
That was Voka. Wasn't me. Totally. I'll pass that message along. We'll meet you at the stables. Just need to shake the big guard detail. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we I guess we need to go. Voka, I guess there was a fine that North paid for the fireworks display.
I didn't mean to almost kill that guy. He was just flying towards us scarily.
I know. Look, hey, I'm with you, but we'll go and we'll pay back our traveling companions, and then we'll get out of the city. But we should probably get out of here and get to the stables like now. So,
This wedding ring was not worth it.
You think the 3 gold pieces I stole were worth it?
did you get married, Voka?
No, I actually did steal something, just not as you.
Okay. This
This
whole town thing was a terrible idea. We
I
should just
know!
sleep on the road from now on.
I'm sorry. I know I complained my back hurt. That's the only reason we went into town in the first place.
No side quests, no towns.
Okay, no towns, no side quests. Just straight on to the Feywild. That's what we've got to do as soon as possible. So, thank you for the offer of tea. Nice, wild mother lady. But we're gonna have to go and meet our friends and then leave.
Please go in peace and be careful out there. It is dangerous, especially if you're heading. Are you heading north into the Empire?
I know it seems pretty dangerous in this town. I'm just saying. I'm not so worried about the road. At least there, it's easy to know who the bad people are. But we're going to Zadash. That's where we're going to.
Perhaps I can distract the guards below. And she puts some pastries onto a plate. It pulls out like an umbrella. And heads down, actually puts out a pot of strong black tea and 4 little cups and heads down with the pastries and puts the umbrella out and goes down the stairs to them and starts talking with them and distracting them.
And you see Voka zip down again to the form of the Beastmaster, the little rodent girl.
Okay.
And Orgoth, you see her look up to you and say, "Oh, by the way, she told me to look for a Fearbolg. Do you know any Fearbolgs?"
I don't, but maybe North or Laphus does. I've never met a Fearbolg.
That's what North said.
Okay. Look, they're gonna okay, here, and Orgoth pulls the hole out, opens the hole, jumps in, and goes you don't have to get me the whole way there, just away from the guards. And then
oh God, give me I need someone with longer legs. And he turns into the John Farby again.
Okay.
At least I look inconspicuous. Jesus, I hate this.
And you grab the portable hole and take it, and
he's already on 1 layer of exhaustion. He's booking it.
Do you try to sneak past the guards, or do you just try to?
He's fast walking.
Okay. Arvorin speaks loudly, and I'd like you to make a stealth check. I know you're not stealthing, but this is just to see if they notice you. So.
Is it an advantage?
Actually, can I do a deception, because he's gonna see them kind of look over, and he's gonna go,
Yes, I can do.
I'm gonna even pull out the wedding ring that I stole.
Okay.
And I was gonna say, I was gonna propose.
Yes.
Clusterfuck.
Yes.
This is a clusterfuck.
Yeah. Arvorin, I was consoling the young child. And make a deception roll as you walk past.
18. I'm 18.
Okay. Between the food and the hot tea and they say, don't cause any trouble out there as you pass. And I'm sorry about the breakup. They say very uncomfortably.
And as soon as he's around a corner, he pockets the thing and just he's running.
Yeah. Okay.
And at some point he plops the hole down an alleyway and is I can't run anymore. I'm so tired.
No, it's fine. It's fine. No, it's good. Yeah, no, it's great. I just didn't, I'm the conspicuously large, easily identifiable one. So just thought it'd probably be easier to get out the way. But no, it's good. We can walk. We can take a nice walk. I know. Do you want me to carry you? Yeah, you're tired.
He turns back into his regular form. Yes, I'm so tired. Please. I'll take a nap.
I'm gonna give Voka a piggyback ride. the rest of the way, and
Okay.
Voka can like fall asleep on Orgoth's shoulder.
He's
if he needs to.
As
the
you're
vibe like,
heading-
you're gonna take a nap? I'm gonna take a nap.
Okay, heading to the west gate. Just to recap, the riding horses are inside the stable next to the guard station. The cart and the horses that were pulling the cart are outside, stables outside of the gate. So you, as you are north, let's go back to you because you're still inside. Laphus is still inside the tower. North, you are leaving the captain's little station. What do you do?
Yeah. Gonna just gesture over to Lapis, like, thumbs up.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna head on over.
Laphus, you see Korgal kind of leaning against the wall. Looks like a cleric's helped him out. He looks like a little bit less beat up now. Just staring at you.
She's just gonna do like a little ta-ta before heading over to north side.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait like a parent who's just called someone on the speaker, like, at the front of the store. Fucking, my kids are missing. Call them in the store. I'm at the door.
About 20 minutes later, you see Orgoth kind of huffing down the street with Voka asleep on Orgoth's back, coming up the road. And you're all finally
Let's get the horses.
back together.
Let's leave. Let's just fucking leave.
Korgal
that's good.
walks
Yeah.
over.
No, you
where-
stay where you are.
Where is Jane, huh? And he's
Where
looking
the-
my son.
Oh, yeah, I'll get him on back. No, where's the horses? It's time. We're gonna go. Time to go.
Korgal says,
Uh,
I'm not going to cause any trouble. And looks over at Lapis. Just be wary of this one. She is not who she says she is.
None
mean-
of us are. Shut the fuck up.
you don't seem to. I don't even know you. Who do you think we
Where
are?
is the halfling?
Up your butt and around the corner?
He says, kind of like growling. He says, you set foot in the Empire, you'll pay the price. And walks off.
How much? We got money, brother.
I fear there are some crimes you cannot pay off.
Yes, speaking of which, Voka, you owe me $5.50.
I didn't mean it. He was flying at me really scarily.
Don't give a shit.
I'll still pay
don't
you, but
give
like
a
I just wanted to tell you, I'll still pay you. I just wanted to let you know.
Oh yeah, how much, Lapis? How much do I owe you for the bail and stuff?
It was just 150. No, 150. What? It was 150.
This is
150? I'm charging interest. That's what I'm doing.
this is bullshit. You made a guy vomit on himself.
Yeah, I mean, I hit him in the face 4 times first.
yes,
but yeah.
yes. And I watched you do that.
And he'll go over to Orgoth will go to Lapis and pull out the money and hand it to Lapis and then say, thanks. I appreciate it.
Next time we shouldn't, especially on their territory, on their ground. They usually have a little bit more of an upper hand than they would anywhere else.
Have a bit of decorum, you guys.
Yeah.
I just felt like he was threatening Lapis, and
I mean, even
and
if he
then
did, it's fine. I never considered him anything of a threat.
Well, I don't know. I know that, but I don't like it when people threaten my companions. My friends, okay, my friends. You guys don't have to. I don't have to be your friend, but you guys are my friends, and I don't like it when somebody does that. I'm just saying. So he was gonna call this Ravana person, and he was talking about big changes that have happened in Cerberus Assembly, and I just didn't like his tone or his face, so I took care of both.
You know, the temptation I have to just mask of many faces into Cargill and just yell at a guard that I fucked his mom or something. just to...
The captain
I mean, look,
whose name is Galbo Gibbons. This is the Orc Redemption. This is the redemption, the potato redemption that Oak did a few weeks ago, actually. Galbo comes over, Captain Galbo. Hey! And says, you are free to leave the city. However, be careful. I cannot trust any... He kind of leans in and says, I cannot trust that any of these Empire bastards will not follow you.
Well, then, if they're out of the city, it's no one's jurisdiction, really. And if they cause trouble, they'll have to answer for it.
And he goes to the gate and opens it.
Right, let's get in the saddles, boys.
I'm so
And
tired.
Laphus.
Well, you could sleep in the cart or something. Your horse can get tied to the cart when we get the cart outside.
That's true. Tell Valentino I love him.
Well, Valentino's like right here. You can tell your horse you love them yourself, I guess. I mean, I could do it if you do. Valentino, Voka loves you.
You're a good friend, Orgoth. A great one, even.
Hey, Voka, where's my money?
And you see like a little sack of 500 gold fly over Orgoth's shoulder.
I said 550.
It was only 500.
They're charging
Interest.
interest.
I'm not interested. Fine. Take another 50 flies over in individual coins.
And each of them gets yeeted back, but aimed at the head.
Bum, 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 bum. Ah. Fine.
We get our horses, we get our cart, we get our stuff, we get the hell out of this
And
town. This has been the
you
most
are-
expensive overnight stay where we didn't even sleep. This is the worst.
I don't know, you guys. I didn't spend any money. I even made 3 gold.
And
little
you are
funny.
outside of Nicodranus into the scattered homes and houses that are outside of the city walls. What do you do? It is
I don't know about
actually...
you guys. I got a nice rest this night.
Actually, you look and the sun starts coming up over the mountains to the east.
Ugh. And I think that for Orgoth, now all the adrenaline of everything is finally starting to wear off. He's like, God, I'm really tired, actually. that was... I'm gonna, maybe,
There's a cart where they could lead the cart. We have
Tie you a horse behind the cart and we'll lead it.
Okay. I'll put Grandmain. I'll tie Grandmain to one side, and we could tie Valentino to the other side, and then if one of you can lead. I'm gonna, because the hay is super soft, and I'm good. And Orgoth just like ties the horse on and climbs in the back.
Okay, big boy, go to sleep. Go to sleep.
And so, I'm gonna find the map. Alexandria. Boom.
North is just gonna give Lapis a look and just like the shake of the head.
Yeah, Laphus, this after like she gets on her horse and everything, she's basically has like 2 fingers up to her temple, just kind of shaking, looks over at North, kind of gives like a I know. The faster we get to Zadash, the faster we'll get to Pumat's soul, the faster Voka could do their thing.
They shouldn't get left to their own devices too often, I think.
I feel
They're
like
both
they should
very
be on.
young, I guess.
They make child leashes for a reason, you know.
Yeah. Someone once it looked like a little monkey and you had to hold onto a banana. I'm all done with monkeys.
I think we
Rest
all
in
are.
peace. Bong water.
And she is just gonna pretend like she's like pouring one out for bog water.
just getting on the road. Let's go.
Okay, so you start traveling, go around the city the long ways, and you start heading to the
The
east.
Wine Gorge.
Yeah, the Wine Gorge. Yeah. Um, the give me a second. Let me think.
Oh no, our airship.
Yeah, no airship. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we got them horses.
It's good. It's a nice kind of 200-mile journey
Jeez.
to get to Wyan Gates on horses. So it's going to be about I'm going to say about 4 or 5 days. Cuz you're going actually getting into the hills too as you get further and further into the gorge. Um the first how far do you travel? Cuz you're traveling during the day. And at the end of the day, Orgoth and Voka are rested, have completed their long rest.
Yes,
Um,
but we're not.
yeah,
And the horses also need rest because the horses did not rest.
they did
Well,
not.
They,
That's true. That's
They
true.
did.
they traveled during the day.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah,
Well, they rested at night. At
they
least
rested
for
at
Oh,
night
you-
because it
you're
was a full
muted, Will.
night. It was a
Yeah,
full
they rested
night.
at night, but what I mean is they traveled during the day. So the only two that are actually rested are Orgoth and Voka.
At night, yes.
Yeah, but we can split up the watches tonight and then like get little cat naps, and so we're all back on the same like diurnal cycle
Mhm.
in the morning.
Would be great.
Yeah.
We could do that. Hey, so two things. One, I didn't mean to cause problems. I was trying to do a thing. It just, if anybody I feel is like coming for any one of you, like they're gonna have to go through me first. So that's I felt like I felt like Korgal was threatening you, Lapis, and was gonna call in Ravana, and I don't know. Look, maybe none of them scare you, and then I should, but I just didn't think that I should just let that happen. So that's on me. It's my bad. But that's the whole thing. But two, hey, I think I found out who my dad is.
Great, Orgoth, I just want you to know that a stunt like that could have cost 20 fucking years I spent living as an exile because I could not go back to the Empire, and if I had gotten dragged into that kind of bullshit, that would have been 20 years down the drain. That's older than you've lived.
Well, I have no doubt that if that would have been the case, you would have left me, and that would have been okay. I
Left
get it.
you? Left you, Orgoth?
Yeah, like
I'm not a
it's on
murderer. I
me.
would have killed you.
Okay.
Invoker raises his hand. You're failing to mention I also caused problems. It doesn't all go on him.
That the same goes to you. I would have killed Orgoth quickly. You would have suffered.
Listen. I understand your anger. I really do. Technically, you started it.
I did?
I mean, you're the one who started stealing from those guys.
You didn't see me. I had a 29
That's
stealth,
true.
brother.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, technically, you were messing. I don't know if you did anything, but like, yeah, I mean, technically it was me, but like, please don't hurt me.
Oh no, everything's fine. I'm just letting you know that I'm not fucking up 20 years of waiting to be able to get back to a life that I miss a lot because someone had a lapse in judgment.
Okay, I'm sorry. I really am.
Now that that's out of the way, you know who your dad is.
Yeah, it's fine.
Good. Amazing.
He raises his hand again. Do you know any fearbugs?
I think Lapis already told Voka about
Yeah,
kobolds.
I know, but he's widening his pool of knowledge.
I mean, there's a few in Zadash.
Yeah, I got a tea reading. I just thought I would ask around.
Yeah, the
Looking for
Pumat
people.
souls are in Zadash. All I don't
Five
know
of
how many.
them.
All 5 of them, yeah.
Yeah, there's 4, and then there's the big guy.
Guess I'll try to talk to them all and be like, hey, do you know about my thing?
I think they're all one person.
Kind
Oh.
of. It's weird.
Yeah, if you talk to one, I don't know if you talk to one, you talk to all of them, or they just
Are they
repeat.
family or are they? I have
From
no
what
clue.
because I met them and they seem to be like an amoeba sort of creature that I don't
Hive
know.
mind kind of shit.
I don't think so. They talk to each other a lot. So maybe rather than, linking minds, they just say it out loud to each other.
Oof. Oof. Well,
So I suppose I'll seek those guys out. Thank you.
Of course. And then Orgoth can maybe find some links to dad somewhere in Zadash. Probably. I don't know where his dad has been. And North can. I don't know if you have any sort of way to
I
talk
have-
to anybody in Zadash.
I have business in Zadash, and I have an inn in basically any Cobalt Soul.
Well, then there we go.
I just love leaving a bit of uncertainty regarding the Cerberus Assembly wherever I go.
Don't we all?
I do have some questions. Who were those guys?
Oh.
I mean,
Honestly, who were those guys?
I did almost shoot one out of the sky. He's alive, but I did shoot him out
Oh
of the
yeah, I
sky.
saw him. He's not doing great.
I'm sorry.
Well, see, you have the Empire. Okay, you have the Empire.
All right.
Which, funnily enough, is not ruled by an emperor but by a king, because it's named the Empire, but technically it's a kingdom.
Okay, I'm following.
Yeah. So, this king has his own nobles and all that, blah blah blah. And then on the side, there's the Cerberus Assembly, which is like this big cabal of mages and all that. Very powerful people, but they also have like little annexes that are kind of dangling underneath. And usually these are bootlickers and shit like that. They want to get to the big seats, but they are. Like they need to eat a little soup before getting there. Like they gotta perfect their thing. So basically, these people are technically what's controlling the kingdom because they're so powerful. They have an influence on the king, and they have an influence on how politics work.
And that's why they wear very red robes, because they're very important and kind of scary.
Yes, well, the red is the color of anger, it's the color of passion. It's also just very visible. To me, red is the color of, like, on the street sometimes, like, you have these little things that tell you to stop because someone might cross the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're more like a stop sign, just like stop fucking doing whatever you're doing.
All right. I mean, I did see them when I was watching you all in the Coliseum. I saw them in a box.
Oh, yeah. No, they're dangerous. They're assholes. They're only out for themselves, and they will stop at nothing to make your life hell. So,
and we shouldn't trust them.
Yes, and we kind of humiliated them.
I saw.
That was just one of the times you saw.
I mean, yeah, yes. That was pretty, you have to admit, that was pretty bad in front of everyone.
They also have a weird obsession with Laphus, which I'm going to turn over to Laphus. What's up with that?
I honestly don't know. They wanted me to join them. They like mages, don't they?
Well, yeah, there's just a bunch of mages.
Yeah, so more power. I guess they think I'm maybe an easy, I don't know, person to grab and manipulate or just use in general. I know Ravana has it out for me, but also Ravana had it out for Wilvin. Probably. I know Wilvin knew her.
And this Ravana is. Do we know?
North, make a history check.
No, I mean in terms of Lapis lore, do we know who Ravana is?
Thanks, bro.
History check would be a 17.
I think, yeah, knowing your circles back in the capital, yeah, you have not heard the name before.
Mm-hmm.
Ravana
I mean,
is more. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I would say Korgal said that there was a big shakeup in the Cerberus Assembly, and that Ravana is like his new boss.
It's surprising considering how she failed last time. But no, Ravana was one of the people who had parts of my body.
Oh, was she the one with the airship?
Yes.
Oh.
Wait, back up.
Ooh.
Parts of your body? I'm sorry, I'm a little out of the loop because, just got here.
Oh yeah, no, when they first met me, I was basically like a homunculus sort of creature. Parts of my body were basically scavenged from other people from graveyard.
Yeah, the smell was something.
Ew.
No, I'm
Yeah, I
kidding. It
mean,
smelled like nothing.
I mean,
Oh.
you're surrounded by flesh of variety. I think I got rid of the smell, which was more fishy due to the trident arm, but that went away almost quickly.
That went over very quickly. However, you never answered the big question. Was it a cloaca?
It was a cloaca.
Ugh.
Fucking knew it.
I mean, I have no reason to judge any of you. I'm a weird flesh creature, so I don't know why I said you.
Oh no, I mean, you're made of flesh, but you were also alive.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But yeah, Ravana might be just. It's interesting to know that she's up, maybe one more step above than prior. But I mean, no skin off my back as long as she's not king, I suppose.
She's not, but I mean, technically, I think the like 8 on top are not like one over another. They're more like a group, but they're also interested in their own individual pursuits. It's weird. They're just a bunch of greedy assholes.
Like most people.
Yeah.
So should we watch out for this Ravana person? Is that going to be someone who kind of stands in the way of anything, or?
Anyone who wears a red robe, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be Ravana specifically. Doesn't even have to be Cargill specifically. You just want to make sure that you don't piss them off too much in their territory.
And part of me, if I'm prying too much, but why don't I'm not that I'm questioning your motives. Why don't you join them? I mean, aren't they like an all-powerful assembly full of like resources and power? And isn't that what you want?
No, that's really not what I want.
What do you want?
Vengeance. Want to. I have some people I gotta take care of. So, for me to be out here and helping randos with their shitty problems that honestly they could probably have handled by themselves. They honestly just needed to talk to the elemental guy and find some levers. How hard was that really?
I mean, most of it was the cat and dealing with the rug.
Fucking cat.
That would have killed like a normal person. I almost died.
Yeah, but if you had like a different group of adventurers or the whole guard that they had, I mean, they probably would have fared a lot better than you alone.
Hmm.
But yeah, just the more time we spend doing little things for other people, the less time I have to get to the ones that I need to get to.
And these people, is someone else keeping them? Is it a curse of some kind? What is it?
Oh, you know of Rakan. You know my deal with Rakan.
And you told me, well, you told us he was a very powerful person. So if we can find any kind of allies, wouldn't that help?
True, but it's not so much what the allies. I mean, he has an army.
And we're 4.
Yeah, and I also have a dragon.
What?
Oh, so, I thought I told you all this.
I
No,
think you did, but I'm on a new notebook, so you know I am not sure.
I like
You're gonna have
to
to refresh
Imagine North. I remember Imagine North saying that out loud, so I'm on a new notebook.
Okay, so for your new notebook, I suppose.
Thank you. Yes, it was a blue dragon, right?
Yes, it was a blue dragon.
Yes, we talked about that.
Okay. But yeah, no, like blue dragon can easily take care of a lot of the problem. Probably not all of it, but a lot of it.
Your
But
problem seems so complicated. I'm just looking to breaking out a guy out of jail.
it's not too complicated. I mean, it's basically liberating a lot of people.
I guess it's similar, except for the numbers,
Yeah.
the security.
Yours is in a smaller scale, but that doesn't mean it's any less important, right?
It is. It's also very different. It's security systems, that kind of shit.
Yeah, that's gonna be a tricky thing for my whole breaking out situation. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Yeah, we already have some gates to cross, so in a few days, I guess.
So, if I may, if you don't, and tell me if this is I'm overstepping. But if you don't much care about anything, why are you helping us? I mean, at least me with this. What do you gain from that?
Another companion to help me out for my thing.
Well, I guess that's true. I was just curious.
Was my answer satisfactory?
I suppose. Thank you.
Of course.
And how do you expect companions to trust you when we barely see you?
I mean, you don't have to trust me.
Oh, we could do some bonding though. We could play some cards. We could play some ball, tell some stories.
I thought you said bombs, and I was
No.
just like,
bombs,
I heard bongs.
oil. Yeah,
Yeah.
we could do both.
You want to do some
Bong water
bongs
is,
Yeah.
Again.
in honor of bong water?
Yeah, I pour out the bong water in honor of bong water. Anyway,
For the new people, bong water was a monkey that North tried to have as a pet. Really didn't work out.
It did
But
not. No.
Okay, but all right, I need to know though. Off above the table, is bong water alive?
Bong
'Cause
Oh my
last
god,
we
water.
did bong
heard-
water drown because the ruidium did not work anymore?
Yeah, did that happen?
Rudium that was infecting him is no longer. So who knows where bong water was when the rudium went away? But
So is he alive?
I guess we don't know.
we don't know.
Oh,
Is
damn.
he still very intelligent, or was it the ruidium?
We don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh
shit.
no! But yeah, you just like we could do some bonding activities. Like we could play some cards, toss a ball, tell some stories.
If you would like,
You know
I'm
what?
not
Sure.
very. I'm not very
Sure.
I'm just saying I'm not very active. So if I throw like a sissy, that's just me.
And we could play like, you guys know how to play blackjack? That'd be fun.
Oh yeah.
I could win that 50 gold back from you.
No, I
Oh.
North tossed it back at you like one piece at a time.
Oh, no, I thought I had him toss it back. No, that's true. I think it'd be fun. Bonding activity, teamwork. I mean, that's not really a game that promotes teamwork.
No, it's more of deception and making sure people don't know your hand.
Stacking cards.
I mean, I'm pretty good at that. Not that I would cheat at cards with my friends.
I would.
I mean, Voka, who has played cards with Orgoth many times, averts his gaze.
Voka, North, Lapus, make a perception check for me.
Oh, I don't see anything. That's a natural one.
Perception.
21.
That's a 19.
North and Lapus. You look over, like, Orgoth's been very quiet. His spear that he got down below in the Netherdeep has
Not the Elixian one, right?
This is the Elixian one, yeah. Has changed. It's more silver, and it has runes that represent the moon and stars going up and down its length. It wasn't like that last time you saw him.
But does it look familiar?
Make a history check, Lapis. North, these appear to be elven runes, like representing the stars and the moon.
Oh, that's the Big Dipper.
That is 27.
Yeah, these are definitely, you don't recognize the language of the runes, but they're definitely representation of constellations, of moons, multiple moons, of distant worlds, perhaps.
This did not look like that before.
But-
No.
Did you get like a specialist to do this?
No. It was just done by Argenta, who was the drow I spoke with, who apparently traveled with my father. That was the nice lady you met with the tea, Voka.
Oh yeah, she was very kind. Oh, she worked on your spear.
So she knew your father, the guy that got your armor?
Yeah, they traveled together for a long time, apparently. And she told me that when she met him, he was a follower of Lolth, like Lapis maybe, North, you maybe thought maybe he was, but she convinced him to not follow her anymore because she could see the strength in his heart, she said. And so she brought him out of the caves, the underground, or the underdark, I guess, where he was. And over time they became friends, and he renounced the Spider Queen, and this armor he took to safeguard, because apparently it's the key to Lolth's return.
What?
So
The key to the big creepy crawly lady's return.
So
yeah,
does that mean if you finish it, she comes back, or
then you have to put it somewhere and
like an actual literal key?
Couldn't you just destroy it? I mean, if you didn't want her to come back, couldn't you just destroy it?
Vestiges
more
are
importantly-
notoriously difficult to destroy.
What was your father's name?
she said that his name was Conalok Vroon.
I'm gonna need someone to spell it for me. Well,
Okay.
I did in the thing, like,
I'm
you know,
on it.
like the there's
Here,
there's
let
an
me
option.
let me write it in your book for you. Here you
Thank
go.
you.
Here you go.
Oh, you got really good penmanship.
Thanks.
It's
I worked
also
on it a
clear.
lot. Yeah, my mama taught me a lot to write nice and neat.
Is that New
Um,
Romance time?
Actually, I think it looks like Ariel.
Yeah.
and she said that that my my father I guess like she told me a lot about Elistray as well because she's keeps a temple to her or a shrine, a place of memory to tell Elistray's stories. But yeah, she was like an actual real daughter of Lolth before Lolth was called Lolth. When Lolth was called Arushni. So not like a metaphorical daughter, but like a real daughter.
That's
Yeah,
wow.
wasn't her father Corellan?
Make history check.
I don't know.
Regardless, so we just have to ensure that we finish your armor, or do we not finish your armor?
I don't know. I just have to make sure I don't let anybody bad take it.
I feel
Which
like
is what
that's
apparently my father did, and apparently Elistray fought against Lolth as well. So, and I kept hearing I heard at one point in the shrine, uh, I heard the words maiden and moon
Uh,
and some
moon,
music.
the Moon Maiden.
Okay.
I mean, we've literally, Alexian, the Moon Maiden, the Changebringer,
Yeah, I know.
and the Archard. Yeah.
Yeah. So, um, I definitely am not, anybody's chosen one, but I guess I have a responsibility to make sure nobody gets this armor.
And that's
And he
very
looks at
important.
Voka and says, and yeah, I guess if there's a way to destroy it, that's probably the best thing to do. But I don't know how to do that.
Maybe if we find a really big and scary looking volcano, we can throw it in.
What if he wants to keep it at the end when he gets there?
And what if he's drawn to it and he wants to keep it forever and kill everyone around it because they want the chest plate?
I think we need to find him a gardener.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently like my father like and Argenta maybe together, but they stole this from some clerics.
That is pretty fucking cool.
That is
Mhm.
pretty cool.
So they couldn't use it. Um, but she said they were pursued by Lolth's minions for, I don't know, she said forever, like probably hundreds of years. But then they just stopped at some point.
Look, that's a
In-
big responsibility that just got put on you, but I feel like that's more important than being a chosen of whatever.
Well, I mean, but it's also supposed to be responsible for that city, but now I don't know if that city is the same
Yeah.
city. She was confused. I talked about a city and I talked about Nevermore, and she said that sounded like a weird name for a drow. And then
That's
she
not
didn't
a
know
drow
anything about a
name.
city. So, because I got worried because I told her that when I got the armor, it didn't have the ribbons on it, but then Nevermore brought me the ribbons. And she
Mm.
said when she saw the armor, it had the ribbons, like it always had the ribbons. So I started to wonder if maybe Nevermore wasn't 100% honest with me. I don't know.
I mean, sometimes you are working with what information you have, and that's all that you have, even if it's not the whole truth, it's their truth. So maybe they were absolutely honest with you, but they just had the incorrect information. But they aren't around to give you a yes or no, I suppose.
I mean, there's someone who's around, but I'm not sure we're on speaking terms.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, if I had his body, I could probably bring his spirit around and ask.
But no matter what, we'll figure it out together, and it'll be one big grand adventure.
Well, look, that's all. The most important thing is your sister. We've got to get to the Feywild to save your sister, and we've got to help North get her dad out of jail and take care of that stuff, and we've got to help Lapis help her people, I guess.
Yeah, I've kind of just half been, half not been to the Feywild. I don't know if you guys have tried to reach me for a brief period of time.
I did.
I tried to send you a message, but it felt like, and then Voka answered. It was kind of weird because Voka doesn't have a group chat stone.
No.
Yeah, by the way, is there a way that like we can maybe Pumad could do that, like just add Voka to the group chat? Sure, we could find a way to do that.
Yeah.
They do make they do make magical items, so I'm assuming that they probably can.
But we don't have to take Wilven off it, right? We can leave Wilven.
No, we don't. We don't.
You could just make it like a pentagon. It doesn't have to be like a square. There's 5 little stones in there.
Little gremlin inside the sitting zone is like, God damn it! I have to add another person to this mess.
Excellent. We have to find him a name. But yes, I've been in contact with someone from the Fae for a little bit now, and he can't bring us there. He's tried. He's fucking tried. The only thing he can do is kind of like manifest what it looked like a long while ago, but it's not. But he knows about it. Well, how it was. So
and he kind of like Voka kind of leans forward and says, "So like you saw visions of the Feywild?
Kind of.
Did you see anything?" He gets close to you.
I mean, I did see things, but nothing that seemed relevant.
It was worth a shot.
I don't know. He was trying real hard. It almost felt like he was gonna poop himself at some point.
You're all sitting around the campfire, talking, regaling yourselves with doing the lore drop thing. It's awesome. I love it. Everybody gets advanced. I'd like to give inspiration to everyone for today. And you're talking. The fire starts to kind of go down low, and dark. And suddenly, Orgoth's spear suddenly starts glowing.
Oh no! Orcs are nearby.
Orgoth, warning, warning. Warning.
Then, something's coming.
And then out of the dark, 3 incredibly large, red-skinned, frog-like creatures come out of the darkness. You hear in your voice,
these motherfuckers.
And you hear these voices in your head. You told them who we are. You must die. And they rush to attack you, and we're going to roll initiative next week.
They really came and said, "You narked on us." Why would you do that?
I narked on you.
We're gonna have a slog combat. I don't care. It's happening.
Hey, I respect it.
I don't even know who you are.
I respect it.
Great game today. Thank you all so much. We got some crazy chaos and we got some nice talk at the end. Great job, everyone. I love it so much. Anything we need to talk about before we wrap it up?
It's so much. It's just much.
So much. I mean, just so much. Nicodranus is like, oh my god. It was supposed to be kind of like a nice last stop before we get to the crazy stuff of the Empire.
It wasn't very nice.
Yeah.
We don't know how to do that, obviously.
No,
or at least I don't.
It didn't become very nice at some point. Whose fault was that?
I can be left to my own devices and be just fine.
Oh, well, let's go around to a wrap up.
Hey everybody, this is Bill. I play Orgoth Skullcrusher, and you can find me at Bill Freaking Roper in a handful of places here, there, everywhere. Next week, I'll talk about next week too, but doing another guest appearance on the Natural Ones as they kind of wrap up their big story arc storyline. So if you want to see me play a Joe Pesci-esque gnome with an attitude and a trigger finger on his bow, you can check it out there. And I will have more details coming up, but I just got tapped to play in a Star Wars game for May the 4th, which is super
Nice,
exciting.
awesome.
Nice.
I
May
have
it
done
be
that a
with
couple
you.
times with some pretty amazing folks. So I'll be super excited to see who's going to be on the cast this year. But that's one of my favorite every now and then events I get to do. So thanks for joining us. Thanks for watching. If you're here live with us on Twitch, we appreciate you so much for keeping our chat happy and active. Make sure you check us out on the VODs as well over on the tubes of viewing and podcasts, wherever your fine entertainment is dispelled. We will sneak our way into your ear holes. And yes, that is as dirty as it sounds.
I don't know, just sneaking into someone's ear. It reminds me of that movie. What is it, Sliver? Whatever it is, with the little like slug creatures going into people's brains and like controlling them.
Oh,
Oh
that's
yeah.
foul.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
it was a movie. All I remember was one girl managed to escape because she had like just gotten her nails done, and as it was sliding into her ear, she like clawed at it, and then like her claws dug it
La la
out.
la,
Just
la la la, la la.
Yeah.
anyways, I'm Jaiden. I was playing Laphus. I'll say today is, if you have a pet or some kind, dog, we just got our puppy back from the vet. He had pancreatitis. Just get them checked out. Especially because he's fine. Just letting you guys know, it wasn't severe. He was happy before. He's happy now. Vet 100% loves him, and I'm so happy about that. But yeah, just make sure that you get your dog regularly checked up, your cat regularly checked up, and if at all they have any sort of like they um flinch at your touch, if they're whining a lot, just get them checked out and get them on a low fat diet, regardless, low fat diet.
Hey everyone, this is Jaime. I've been playing North the Eladrin Rogueluck. You can find me on Blue Sky and Tumblr at Steelclad Art. My brain is fried, y'all. Take over. Just take over.
Hey guys, my name's Mira, and I've been playing Voka, and you will follow my Blue Sky at Cute Mangoes everywhere. I'm there. I'm that everywhere. Ooh. And I don't have that much to say, because I'm super drowsy this week, and I don't feel like I'm in my body anymore. Anyway.
Oh my god, you have that experience from, oh god, was it Kingdom Hearts where his
Mickey?
soul-
Yeah,
Yes!
I'm
No, it was Pooh. It was Pooh Bear. Just
Yeah, Pooh Bear
yeah,
just coming
Pooh
through.
Bear.
I'm currently astral projecting behind me in my bed.
My name is Ron Murphy. I've been your DM for the evening. You can find me on the socials at Ron88Keys. I'll be releasing this weekend, hopefully, the one shot of Jaime as North, and you can find out all the wibbly wobbly, timey wimey, fey wildy stuff that's happening with that. So if you're a member of the Patreon, you'll be able to listen to that this weekend. Please follow us on Blue Sky, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, all the places at Severed Studios, and give us a follow on our Twitch channel. Few and far between is a production of Severed Studios. Please check out our other shows like Severed Sons, other side quests on Twitch, YouTube, and everywhere you get your podcasts. Links are in the bio and our show notes. May your problems be few and far between. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.